Hey everyone, welcome back to another reading from Papa's Comic Books and Coffee. Alrighty, who do you think joined us today? Let's find out. How about that? The Teen Titans. Let's get this a little more in frame. There we go. The Teen Titans, number 46. 30 cents back then in 1977. And here's a date stamp. This is by Bob Rozakis and Irv Novick. The title is The Fiddler's Concert of Crime. As usual, this book and others are available on my eBay webpage, papas-comic-books. If you're interested, go there, see what you want. Okay, let's see what we can do. Robin, Wonder Girl, Kid Flash, Speedy, Aqualad, and Mal, the Teen Titans. Ha ha, hearken to Fiddler's music, Titans, as it compels you to kill each other. Peter McCarthy and the Flyers, the Woodworkers. Who is your favorite singing combo? The Captain and Tennille, Donnie and Marie Osmond, Tony Orlando and Dawn, or some other? No matter who, you can be sure they're on the Fiddler's list of unfavorites, which explains why the villainous violinist has embarked on a series of crimes to torpedo the greatest concert in the history of popular music. Mayhem, not even the Teen Titans can stop as it builds to a crescendo in the Fiddler's Concert of Crime. The Colosseum in the days of the Roman Empire, stadiums such as this were the scene of fearsome battles between men and beasts. The competitions held at this latter-date American counterpart are not so violent. Tonight, for the first and only time, two greatest rival groups in popular music, Peter and Linda McCarthy, and the Flyers, Kathy and Ricky Woodworker, in a battle of the bands. With the exception of this, where preparations for tonight's big show have been interrupted by an impromptu violin solo. That's it. Dance to my music as you demolish that junk you call musical instruments. For those of you who don't recognize him, allow us to introduce the Fiddler, late of Earth 2. After that fiasco with the Injustice Society, I needed new Earths to conquer. So I fiddle my way here, and my first haul will be the receipts of this concert. For more recognizable are the Teen Titans making the scene Speedy and Mal. That old fogey's music is driving everybody insane. Our best bet is to drown him out. I don't need any excuses to blow my horn, Speedy. Allow me to harmonize with the siren arrow. And suddenly, why'd you tear the Colosseum apart? Bah, those young do-gooders are interfering with my plans. Why'd I smash my electric guitar? This calls for an encore. Everybody into your dance while I head for the exit. Now, those two will have a dance marathon take place on their heads. Looks like those crazies are about to dance us down. My gas arrows are stopping a few, and my horn's blowing back some others. But not enough. Oh. Meanwhile, at the cavern headquarters of the Teen Titans, I'm still pushing for an island to serve as our new headquarters. And I favor an HQ in the heart of the city, atop a skyscraper. How about a secret undersea sanctuary? Hey guys, since it's my guardian who's springing for it, I'd like to make it my own pitch. Robin, what do you know? Well, there's this fellow in a restaurant, see? And he notices a fly in his bowl of soup. Translation for newcomers, Bruce, Batman Wayne. So he tells the waiter, "Sir, there's a fly in my soup." And the waiter says, "Don't worry, I'll throw him a lifesaver so he won't drown." Ha ha ha. Robin, that joke had whiskers on it when Ben Franklin told it to the Continental Congress. Listen to that. Somebody obviously thinks it's a riot. Yeah, but who? You bring your own canned laughter, bird boy? Not quite a new applicant for membership. Allow me to introduce the Joker's daughter. Well, what? Didn't you have a run-in with that loony, Robin? Hey, Wonder Woman and the Maltese Cupcake. Hostess cupcakes. Let's get a few. several times, but I found out she's no loony. She's really Dual Dent, daughter of Two-Face, and part of my campaign to win membership in the Teen Titans. Well, I don't know about the others, but I'm going to need a lot more convincing before she gets my thumbs up. Let's wait till Mal and Speedy show up, and you can break out the first aid kit, plus a couple of fresh costumes for both of us. What's the matter, sports? Get mobbed by rock and roll groupies? Very funny, Twinkle Toes. I wish my Great Frog Band had that many fans. We had a run-in with some clown calling himself the Fiddler. I wonder if it could be the same violin villain that Flash battled on Earth 2, way back in Flash 123. Whatever. All I know is he's hot under the collar about that concert at the Coliseum. When Mal and I tried to stop him, he turned everybody on us. And, hey, who the blazes are you? While introductions are being made at Titans headquarters, we'll fill you in on the concert that may or may not make history tonight. One of the hottest groups around is Peter McCarthy and the Flyers. Their records all turn to gold, and their personal appearances bring in even more gold. Equally popular among the record-buying public are the Woodworkers, a pair of clean-cut all-American kids who have yet to give their first public concert. Get it, Woodworkers? They're not like the Carpenters, are they? Enter Bernie Michaels, promoter extraordinaire, with the biggest brainstorm of his career. Listen, kids, this will be the biggest break ever. If I put you on the same bill with McCarthy and push you in the battle of the bands, we'll all make millions. Of course, that's Paul and Linda McCarthy. No deal, Bernie. We don't want to appear with those high flyers. Sure, sweetie, anything you say. If you don't want to do a raw with them, you won't. Tell you what, I'll book them for the first half of the show, and for the second half, that way you won't even have to see each other. Well, okay, I guess. All right, then. It's settled. Now, don't you back out. There's a lot of big bucks involved in this. And not long afterwards, if I put you on a bill with Woodworkers and push it to the battle of the bands, we'll all make millions. You want us to appear with the Crew Cut kids? You're out of your tree, Bernie. Listen, I'll put you guys on first. You can be clear out of the Coliseum before they even go on stage. We've got a deal, right? Yeah, I suppose. Bernie Michaels' plan would have gone along fine if not for some unforeseen developments. Jack Ryder, Wham TV News, with a bulletin from the Long Island Coliseum. Site of tonight's Battle of the Bands. Peter and Laura McCarthy have been kidnapped. Police believe it to be the work of the fantastic criminal known as the Fiddler, who earlier today created havoc in the Coliseum with his maddening music. Titans, we've got our work cut out for us. Find the missing musicians and stop the Fiddler, or Speedy's Great Frog will be the stars of tonight's concert. What's so tough about that? I'll check out the kidnap scene with Aqualad and Dula. Hold it. Who says she's in? We haven't voted on it yet. Just keep calling me the Joker's daughter if you don't mind. You wouldn't want to vote before she's had a chance to prove herself. Besides, I think this bunch could be used another pretty face. Speedy, you and the others, shoot back to the Coliseum. And see if the Fiddler struts his stuff again. You've heard of the Pied Piper who lured the rats out of Hamlin. Now meet the Fiddler who lures rats and all sorts of vermin into the Long Island Coliseum. Yee, rats, bees, bugs of every kind. It's a plague. In times of battle, blowing this horn and it'll make you the equal of your opponent. Mal, you've had that horn for a week, and I still don't understand how it does what it does. I'll whip up a super speed backwash to pick up these pests. Ooh, the Encyclopedia of Comic Book Heroes and Slim Jims. But I don't see Randy Macho Man Savage with those Slim Jims. Okay. Add to the roundup these net arrows, and I turn on some body English to vibrate myself through the net without being caught, and at the same time, bag these beasties. Killer bees swarming towards Speedy. Bug out, handsome, while I play bullets and bracelets with those bee stingers, which will give me time to turn off this violinist. But unknown to Speedy, he's about to be attacked by a colony of ants. Yeah, ants in my pants. I'm firing wild. Oh, thunk. Donna, kid, look out, the bees. Arg. With Speedy occupied by ants and Twinkletoes zapped along with Donna, it's one-on-one now, me against the fiddler. And once again, the hornblower see the angel of death. Lose just one battle to anyone and you die. Gabriel told me this horn would even the odds for me. I hope that means I'll neutralize the power of the fiddler's violin. Each determined to control the vermin onslaught, the two fight a musical duel. Until the victor belongs the vermin. Ha ha ha, while he wins this round, I'm free to carry out the next phase of my plan to stop tonight's concert. We'll check out the fiddler's next caper after we check on the previously attributed to him. As Robin and company investigate the kidnapping of Peter and Laura McCarthy, the way I figure it, the kidnappers were here hiding in this motel room when the McCarthys came in. After a brief struggle, they were carried out the rear window. How do you figure that was accomplished, Lieutenant? Only 2 sets of footprints outside the window, see? Excuse me, sir. What were the McCarthys wearing when they came in? Floppy hats, sunglasses, the usual outfits. You mean this stuff? Aqualad, suppose you're a kidnapper and you're going to take Joker's daughter out of here through the window. I get it. You want to reenact the crime? Right. But use a different window so you don't disturb the footprints. We'll meet you outside. Phew, J.D., you must weigh a ton. Button your lip, Aqualad. A gentleman never discusses a woman's weight or age. You see the footprints, lieutenants, twice as deep as the others, which means that precisely that the kidnappers weren't. What in the world? Don't tell me they've just been kidnapped too. Not kidnapped, Lieutenant. The Titan Trio has been teleported to the Long Island Coliseum via their unique mode of transportation, Mal's Horn of Wonder. Mal, this better be important. Don't get so high and mighty, Robin. I warrant our problems a lot more critical than anything you are doing, which from the looks of Aqualad and friend couldn't have been too vital. Look, I'm the leader of this group, and you better reserve your comments for later. The fiddler just kidnapped the woodworkers, and he's holding the entranced duo hostage up on the roof at the Coliseum. So what are we doing down here? Finally, a chance to show my stuff. Onward and upward. Ooh, a 7-foot monster for only $1.25. Back again for more fun and games? Very well. I'll fiddle up and square dance for your amusement. Take your corners to the square. Throw your hands up in the air. Back and forward, to and fro. Swing your partner. Let him go. Looks like we got here just in nick of time. That's what I like about you, Robin. You've got a clever line for every occasion. A proliferation of pests. This calls for a counterattack by my fiddler-copter. Whereupon, roaring out of the sky, great Neptune, an aerial attack of bow-firing machine gun. I'll take out that bow gun with my arrow, and I'll ground that crazy copter, which leaves the rest of us to fiddle around with that mad musician. Rest of us, my Aunt Mildred, I've been waiting all day to get in on the action. And if you people won't give me a chance, I'll just have to take it. Makeup will help you look better for your performance, fiddler. So here's some powder puffs and lipstick. Ha ha. And here's my handy method of relieving you of your violin. Finally, karate chop on your funny bone to end your solo performance. Ha ha. This will keep the maestro all tied up. Now, with the woodworkers out of their trance, all we've got to do is find out what he did with Peter and Laura McCarthy shortly back at the ground level. Naturally, we're glad you're saved us, but there's no way you'll be able to find the McCarthys in time for the concert. Au contraire, they've already been rescued. What? How? That's our secret. But they're right here. Safe and sounding good. They're imposters. Absolutely right. But how could you have known? The answer's simple. You two are the McCarthys and the woodworkers. You've been playing both for years, working with different recording studios, using two different styles of music. The woodworkers never appeared in public concert because you were afraid you'd be recognized. When you finally got roped into a public appearance with your alter egos, you faked the kidnapping to get out of it. You figured correctly that the fiddler would be blamed, but you couldn't know we'd catch him. Just as you had no idea he'd kidnap you for real. Please, you must help us get out of this. Excuse me. That night, to an audience of 21,000 screaming fans, Peter and Laura McCarthy do their act, followed by the live debut of the Woodworkers. And then, for the grand finale, Peter McCarthy and Kathy Woodworker join hands, turn away from their cheering fans for a moment, and suddenly it is Ricky Woodworker and Laura McCarthy who face the stunned audience. Epilogue, TTHQ, Teen Titans headquarters. The footprints showed that the kidnappers couldn't have been carrying anybody. The McCarthys left under their own power alone. Right, plus the fact that the hats and glasses were under the bed cover. But look, here's something more important than rehashing the case. For sale, property and building suitable for use as a restaurant or nightclub. Brack Realty. A restaurant for sale? What do we do with a restaurant? Turn it into our headquarters and have a Speedy and Mal run it. Okay, Tell of the Teen Titans. DC Superstars. Womp Marvel 12-3. Huh? 2 ways the Ovaltine can help you win hockey and only 100 pieces for $1.50. Can't beat that. All right, well, that was our reading of the Teen Titans. The Fiddler's Concert of Crime. Number 46 from February 1977. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. Tell me what you thought. Tell me what I should do better. Remember, this book and all the other ones are always available on my eBay webpage, Papa's-Comic-Books. And as I always say,
that was easy.
Until next time, Papa